Okay, I'm gonna put mine just off to the side so it doesn't interfere with your stuff.
I'm gonna start saying this. Don't say that. Hello, it's on. I want the graduates to have a minute to sit down. We don't need to rush you into your own graduation ceremony here. We got a minute. Come on in. Sorry, I'm just making sure everybody has a moment to come in because we dimmed the lights just a titch early, I think. Good morning. I'm Chris Miller, Executive Director of the Utah State University Honors Program, and it is my greatest pleasure to welcome you all to the 2026 Honors Medallion Ceremony. Woo! I'd like to thank the Eccles Conference Center, USU Event Services, and especially the Honors Program staff, Jennifer Cortez, Cassie Wyand, Amanda Addison, Kelly Palma, and Katie Luder, for their work getting us to today and making this event a success. I hope. We'll see. Yeah. The Honors Medallion Ceremony is a very special celebration of the students graduating from USU this year with university honors. These graduates have demonstrated their ability, drive, and determination in completing all honors requirements, including the major achievement of an honors capstone project. So well done. We are so pleased to celebrate today with not only you students and your honors capstone mentors and committee members, but also USU administrators, honors faculty and alumni, your peers and friends, and your families. I would like to thank everyone here and watching remotely on our live stream for your support of this exceptional cohort of honors graduates. Students, we are attending this ceremony. I'm attending because I have to, but everybody else is attending this ceremony. Now, I'm here for this reason too, because we believe in you and are proud of your work at USU and in honors. Please join me, everyone, in giving our graduates their first, second, third round of applause today. Students, it's a big achievement to graduate with university honors. As a group, you embody our program's vision. You are a community of highly motivated scholars who understand the personal and professional value of putting academic learning into practice and making the most of your university experience. Each one of you has shown the curiosity, creativity, courage, and community engagement that define an honors Aggie and embody our program's motto from the poet Horace, Sapere Aude, or in English, dare to know, that's right. The honors medallion you will receive today features these words and thus represents your accomplishment in successfully taking that dare. I hope you will wear the medallion with pride at USU commencement tonight and at your college ceremonies this week, and that you will continue to be proud of your honors work for years to come. Now, to demonstrate how much Utah State University values your achievement in graduating with university honors, we are pleased to welcome to the stage Executive Vice Provost Paul Barr, who would like to take a few moments to congratulate you and your mentors.
Thank you, Chris. Before I have a couple remarks for the students, I do want to welcome our family and friends who are here to help celebrate today. I don't know if you appreciate just how much you being here and throughout this process means to the students, and we're grateful for you for that. Also like to thank our faculty. Our faculty are amazing. You are the backbone of this university, or what makes this university special, and we are so, so grateful for you. And lastly, let me just thank Dr. Miller and her staff. We've kind of said it before. They care about the experience these students have had in the honors program. We are so, so grateful for Dr. Miller, for her dedication and for her time that she has spent and continues to spend making this honors experience outstanding. So let's give all of those a round of applause. So now to the students. Congratulations, students and mentors. USU is proud of our honors program and thrilled for each one of you outstanding graduates today. The University Honors Program has given you the opportunity to apply what you have learned in the classroom, not only through your capstone projects, but in a range of research projects, creative work, community engagement efforts, internships, peer teaching and mentoring, and many other forms of experiential learning. You have all taken the honors Dare to Know, and we hope that you will continue to do so as you graduate and become tomorrow's change agents. On behalf of the faculty and the administration here today, I want to emphasize how proud we are of your achievements in graduating with university honors. Each one of you honors Aggies embodies the very best of Utah State University. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Barr, for expressing both personal and institutional support of honor students and mentors on this special day. This ceremony is designed to showcase and celebrate the accomplishments of our students and faculty. The faculty-student mentoring relationship is central to the experience of being an honors student at USU. Honors asks students to work with faculty mentors as they apply academic knowledge in their courses, research and creative work, internships, study abroad, service projects, honors book labs, and of course, their capstone projects. I am delighted that so many faculty members could be here today to support our students, and that many of you will present a much-deserved honors medallion to the students you mentored through the honors capstone process. Students, let's give all the faculty who have supported you here at USU a big round of applause. In addition to teachers and mentors, honors also relies on faculty liaisons in each department and on several statewide campuses to help guide and support students through the honors curriculum. We've listed the names of these departmental honors advisors in your program and asked many of them to join us on stage to present the graduates from their departments with honors graduation certificates. Thanks to each of you for your work and mentorship of the honors students graduating today. Finally, the University Honors Program relies on the guidance and advice of the college and statewide faculty representatives who serve on our Honors Faculty Advisory Board. And we thank them for their work this year. Thank you. We have asked the board members who represent USU's core disciplinary areas to come to the podium and read the names of their honors graduates. We are also grateful to the students who have served, who have represented their disciplinary areas on our Honors Student Advisory Board this year, and we have included the names of all these board members in your program. So now, without further ado, let me give you a few directions. That's what you were waiting for, right? The directions. Believe me, it won't help, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so we're gonna present the medallions by college as listed in your program. When it's time to announce the graduates in their college or area, each Honors Faculty Advisory Board member will come to the podium, and the students in that section of the program will gather at the bottom of these stairs right here, in the front of the stage to your right. So roughly in order, but it's not a precise science, and it'll be fine. The departmental honors advisors who will be giving the certificates to the students and the faculty mentors who will be presenting medallions to the students from that college or discipline. So when the person comes up and says they're from the College of Art, no, there's no College of Art, sorry, the School of the Arts and the College of Arts and Sciences, those faculty will line up on that ramp over there and will then come up, and I'll talk about that in a second here, but you're gonna be on the ramp to the left. So as the faculty advisory board member at the podium announces each department, the departmental honors advisor will join Dr. Barr and me on stage. We'll be over there by that table. The faculty advisory board member will then read each student's name, their faculty mentor's name, the capstone project title, and the student's major. Okay, students, here's your directions. When you hear your name, so that's easy, right? At this point, you should be able to get that part. Please come up the stairs and walk across the stage in front of this podium to that table with all the medallions on it, where your mentor, who will simultaneously be coming on stage from the left side, it's gonna be perfect, will meet you to present your medallion. And usually they'll put it around your neck, but you can do it however you want, and they'll congratulate you with a handshake, a hug, a high five. You can even do some kind of happy dance if that's how you feel. Occasionally, the mentor might also be the faculty advisory board member who is reading the names, or the departmental honors advisor who is over there doing the certificates. And I'm sure that situation will result in some rather complex maneuvers, and we're just gonna have to see how that goes. So, but we all know where to go, it's that table. After the exchange of the medallion, the mentor and the student will turn to our photographer, Mateo, right there, who's in the aisle, and you'll get a quick photo of the two of you together. And then the mentor will lead, and you'll walk off stage over down those stairs. And the student should stop and pick up their graduation certificate from either me or their departmental honors advisor, depending on who's there with the certificate, and then receive congratulations from Dr. Barr and me and the DHA. A few of our students were unable to attend today, but we will still read their names and capstone titles and recognize their mentors. Let's just applaud each student, and then give them one more big round of applause when we finish in each disciplinary area. This is a big accomplishment, and I just think we might as well clap. I know it's a day of clapping, but we got here early, so your hands are fresh. Let's go. So let's do this. I invite each of our Honors Faculty Advisory Board members to come to the podium when it's time for them to announce the graduates in their area. We'll begin our presentation of the 2025-2026 honors graduates with the Kane School of the Arts in the College of Arts and Sciences.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Fazlat Sukhakian, and I'm pleased to recognize this year's honors graduates from the Kane School of the Arts in the College of Arts and Sciences. We start with the Department of Art and Design. The graduate from the Department of Art and Design is Kaylee Shmuel, mentored by Tamron McDermott. The title of Kaylee's capstone is Interwoven Mixed Media, Practices of Embroidery and Painting. Kaylee is majoring in art. Congratulations, Kaylee. Department of Music. The graduate from the Department of Music is Lauren Tugas, mentored by Sarah Baker. The title of Lauren's capstone is Beyond the Canon. Lauren is majoring in music with a concentration in vocal performance. Congratulations to Lauren. And to this year's graduate from the Kane School of the Arts in the College of Arts and Sciences. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Colin Flint, and it's my pleasure to present this year's honors graduates from the Humanities and Social Science disciplines in the College of Arts and Sciences, which includes the Department of Communication and Media, Department of English, the School of Social Sciences, and the Department of Social Work. So first of all, we will start with Department of Communication and Media. The graduate from the Department of Communication and Media is Andrew Barber, mentored by Damon Cann from the School of Social Sciences. The title of Andrew's capstone is Intergovernment Communication, Transportation Options for Utons. Andrew is majoring in Technical Communication and Rhetoric. Congratulations, Andrew. The first graduate from the Department of English is Sydney Foster, mentored by Adina Rivera Dundas. The title of Sydney's capstone is Through Their Eyes, an analysis of intersectionality through the lens of the bluest eye. Sydney is majoring in English with a creative writing concentration. Congratulations, Sydney. The next graduate from the Department of English is Courtney Isom, mentored by Mark Chinowitz from the Department of Wildland Resources. Courtney was not able to be here today, but we're still pleased to celebrate the accomplishment of graduating with honors. The title of Courtney's capstone is Furthering Conservation, Studying Diet Composition of Toparis Bardi in Costa Rica. Courtney is majoring in English. Congratulations, Courtney. I'm sorry if I butchered that Latin name there. I've been trying to get people's names right. I didn't look and see about the Latin names for plants. Okay, the third graduate from the Department of English is Kaylee Kersley, mentored by Maria Lund from the School of Teacher Education and Leadership. The title of Kaylee's capstone is A Curriculum Development Study, Crafting and Teaching Curricula for ELL Students in China. Kaylee is majoring in English with an emphasis in English Teaching Composite. Congratulations, Kaylee. The next graduate from the Department of English is Woodrow Lang, mentored by Jennifer Sinor. The title of Woody's capstone is Flaming Heart. Woody is majoring in English with a concentration in creative writing. Congratulations, Woody. The fifth graduate from the Department of English is Elijah Moss, mentored by Shane Graham. Eli was not able to join us today, but we're still pleased to celebrate the accomplishment of graduating with honors. The title of Eli's capstone is Rewarding Disruption in Tamsin Muir's The Locked Tomb. Eli is double majoring in biology and English with a creative writing concentration. Congratulations, Eli. The next graduate from the Department of English is Yasamin Osadeh, mentored by Kerry Holt. The title of Yasamin's capstone is Motherhood Within the Patriarchal Family, an analysis of Frankenstein and the Scarlet Letter. Yasamin is majoring in English with a concentration in literature. Congratulations, Yasamin. The title of Ella's capstone is Chaste, a memoir. Ella is majoring in English with a concentration in creative writing. Congratulations, Ella. Ella has also been my sidekick as a student on the Student Advisory Board, and I really appreciate her work in helping me figure things out. The first graduate from the School of Social Sciences is Sasha Baldorf, mentored by Molly Cannon. The title of Sasha's capstone is Bundled for the Beyond, Material Analysis of a Canine Mummy Bundle for Contextualizing and Conserving Legacy Objects. Sasha is majoring in anthropology. Congratulations, Sasha. No, Sasha. The next graduate from the School of Social Sciences is Kelly Plume, mentored by Michael Lyons. Sadly, Dr. Lyons passed away during this semester. He was a long-serving and beloved teacher and mentor, and we miss him greatly. I will present Kelly's medallion once I've read this bit, okay? The title of Kelly's capstone is Change in Public Perception of Nuclear Energy. Kelly is majoring in political science. Congratulations, Kelly. The third graduate from the School of Social Sciences is Kirsten Reither, mentored by Josh Ryan. Kirsten was not able to join us today, but we're still pleased to celebrate the accomplishment of graduating with honors. The title of Kirsten's capstone is Impact of Women in Legislature on Women's Health Outcomes. Kirsten is majoring in political science. Congratulations, Kirsten. The final graduate from the School of Social Sciences is Kaylee Tullis, mentored by Rose Judd Murray from the Department of Applied Sciences, Technology and Education, and the Center for Anticipatory Intelligence. Dr. Judd Murray was unable to attend, so Anwesha Pan, also from the School of Social Sciences, will present Kaylee's medallion. The title of Kaylee's capstone is How Community Garden Participation Shapes Food Security, Participant Perspectives. Kaylee is majoring in international studies. Congratulations, Kaylee. Department of Social Work. You came late. You're probably swimming underwater or something, right? Yes, okay. The first, from the School of Social Sciences, we have Sasha Baldorf, mentored by Molly Cannon. Title of Sasha's capstone is Bundled for the Beyond, Material Analysis of a Canine Mummy Bundle for Contextualizing and Conserving Legacy Objects. Sasha is majoring in anthropology. Congratulations, Sasha. The graduate from the Department of Social Work is Natalie Rust, mentored by Jamie Waters. Dr. Waters was also unable to be here today, so Jackson's Diderikson from the Department of Social Work will present Natalie's medallion. The title of Natalie's capstone is Developing Community Justice Advocate Program as a for-credit course at Utah State University. Natalie is double majoring in social work and Spanish. Congratulations to Natalie. And congratulations to all the graduates from the humanities and social science disciplines in the College of Arts and Sciences.
Hello, I'm Brynja Kohler, and I'm delighted to present the honors graduates from science disciplines in the College of Arts and Sciences, which includes the departments of biology, chemistry and biochemistry, and mathematics and statistics. We'll start with biology. The first graduate from the Department of Biology is Luke Hatch, mentored by Julie Gast from the Department of Kinesiology and Health Sciences. The title of Luke's capstone is Behind the Smile, a qualitative study on dentist burnout and workplace satisfaction. Luke is majoring in biology with a concentration in human biology. Congratulations, Luke. The second graduate from the Department of Biology is Michael Papa II, mentored by Andy Anderson. The title of Michael's capstone is Developing Training and the Streamlining Training Management Process for Smithfield Fire Department employees in AHA, NAEMT, and AAP certifications. Michael is double majoring as a registered nurse and in biology with a concentration in human biology. Congratulations, Michael. Now from the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, the first graduate is April Burl Buys, mentored by Matthew Meng from the Department of Marketing and Strategy. The title of April's capstone is Business Mentorship's Impact on Scarcity and Fixed Mindsets in Low-Income Communities, an International Study. April is majoring in biochemistry. Congratulations, April. The next graduate from the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry is Heather Feeney, mentored by Dale Wagner from the Department of Kinesiology and Health Science. Heather was not able to join us today, but we are still pleased to celebrate the accomplishment of graduating with honors. The title of Heather's capstone is Beyond Grip Strength, Understanding the Role of Balance in Sport Climbing. Heather is majoring in biochemistry. Congratulations, Heather. The third graduate from the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry is Autumn Jensen, mentored by Kimberly Hagman. Autumn was also unable to join us today, but we're still pleased to celebrate the accomplishment of graduating with honors. The title of Autumn's capstone is Utilizing Pine Needles to Compare Spatial Profiles of Polycyclic Aromatic Hydrocarbons in 2 Urban Areas. Autumn is majoring in chemistry with an environmental chemistry concentration. Congratulations to Autumn. The final graduate from the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry is Tristan Teeples, mentored by Nick Dickinson. Tristan was also not able to be here today, but we're still pleased to celebrate the accomplishment of graduating with honors. The title of Tristan's capstone is Investigating Components of the Type 3 Secretion System in Shigella Pathogenesis. Tristan is majoring in biochemistry. Congratulations to Tristan. Now, the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. The first graduate we have is Ranek Jelinek, mentored by John Stevens. The title of Ranek's capstone is Error Reduction Methodology and Data Simulation for Interval Data. Ranek is majoring in Mathematics and Statistics Composite. Congratulations, Ranek. The other graduate from the Department of Mathematics and Statistics is Emily Westman, mentored by Andreas Malmendier. The title of Emily's capstone is Instantons on a Product Space. Emily is majoring in mathematics. Congratulations, Emily. And a final congratulations to all our science graduates.
Good morning. I'm Elizabeth Varghese, and I'm pleased to present the honors graduates from the College of Engineering. So first up, we have my department, the Department of Biological Engineering, and the graduate from the Department of Biological Engineering is Cade Robinson, mentored by Travis Peterson from the Department of Kinesiology and Health Science. The title of Cade's capstone is Evaluating the Medical Needs of Rural Communities in the Mukono District of Uganda. Cade is majoring in biological engineering. Congratulations to Cade, who is also USU's Outstanding Scholar. The first graduate from the Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering is Tyler Black, mentored by Cassandra McCall from the Department of Engineering Education. That's okay, you can do an extra little clap. The title of Tyler's capstone is Engineering Mentorship Program. Tyler is majoring in mechanical engineering with a concentration in aerospace engineering. Congratulations. Congratulations, Tyler. The next graduate from the Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering is Jaron Harbison, mentored by Jackson Graham. The title of Jaron's capstone is Automating Building Feature Recognition in Digital Twin Models Using Computer Vision. Jaron is majoring in mechanical engineering. Congratulations, Jaron. The final graduate from the Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering is Sarah Nelson, also mentored by Jackson Graham. The title of Sarah's capstone is Northrop Grumman Torch Test Ablation Stand Improvements and Upgrades. Sarah is majoring in mechanical engineering. Congratulations to Sarah and to all the graduates from the College of Engineering.
Good morning. My name is Scott Bates, and it's my pleasure to present this year's honors graduates from the Emma Eccles Jones College of Education and Human Services. First up, from the Department of Human Development and Family Studies, the graduate is Brooke Stanton, mentored by Spencer Bradshaw. The title of Brooke's capstone is On-Campus Support Group for Adult Children of Persons with an Addiction. Brooke is majoring in Human Development and Family Studies with a concentration in Human Development. Congratulations to Brooke. The graduate from the Department of Instructional Technology and Learning Sciences is Jasmine Banman, mentored by Rami Shaban and Taeyun Kim. The title of Jasmine's capstone is Developing USU's Virtual Campus, a 3D model initiative. Jasmine is majoring in Human Experience Design and Interaction. Congratulations to Jasmine. The graduate from the Department of Nursing is Tegan Martinez, mentored by Callie Bosworth. Professor Bosworth was unable to be here today, so Forrest Cooper, also from the Department of Nursing, will present Tegan's medallion. The title of Tegan's capstone is Identifying and Addressing Burnout Among Nurses in Cache Valley and the Surrounding Salt Lake Metropolitan Area. Tegan is a registered nurse major. Congratulations to Tegan. From my home Department of Psychology, the first graduate is J.C. Hopkin, mentored by Carrie Jordan. J.C. was unable to be here today, but we are still pleased to celebrate the accomplishment of her graduating with honors. The title of J.C.'s capstone is Attention and Conservation Appraisal, Connecting the Fields of Social Psychology and Wildlife Conservation. J.C. is tired, double majoring in psychology and biology. Congratulations to J.C. Our next graduate from the Department of Psychology is Harley Thomas, mentored by Renee Gallagher. Dr. Gallagher was also unable to be here today, so Dr. Christine Miller, Executive Director of the Honors Program, will present Harley's medallion. The title of Harley's capstone is Exploring the Role of Online Spaces in Understanding Young Adult Mental Health, Internalizing Stigma, Help-Seeking Behavior, and Mental Health-Centered Content. Harley is double majoring in psychology and social work. Congratulations, Harley. I know for a fact that the final graduate from psychology is here because he's mentored by me. His Luke Waddups. The title of Luke's capstone is Differing Effects of Organizational Justice. He's majoring in psychology. Congratulations to Luke. The graduate from the Department of Special Education and Rehabilitation Counseling is Michaela Norton, mentored by Julia Lyman. The title of Michaela's capstone is Expanding on Student Teaching Experiences. Michaela is majoring in special education with a concentration in severe disabilities. Congratulations, Michaela. The first graduate from the Department of Speech and Hearing Sciences is Avalie Dunkley, mentored by Sonia Manuel DuPont. The title of Avalie's capstone is Creating a Portfolio of Speech-Language Therapy Materials for School-Age Children Using Evidence-Based Practice. Avalie is majoring in communicative disorders. Congratulations, Avalie. The next graduate from the Department of Speech and Hearing Sciences is Jennifer Funk, who is mentored by Britton Barker. The title of Jenny's capstone is Learning About the Direct Experiences of Very Young Children with Hearing Loss. Jenny is majoring in communicative disorders. Congratulations to Jenny. The final graduate from the Department of Speech and Hearing Sciences is Mariah Morris, mentored by Annalise Fletcher. The title of Mariah's capstone is Challenging Myths in Speech-Language Pathology, a review of scientific late talking, bilingualism, and argumentative and alternative communication use. Mariah is majoring in communicative studies. Congratulations to Mariah. The final graduate from the College of Education and Human Services is our graduate from the Department of Teacher Education and Leadership, Tess Rasmussen, mentored by Laura Harvey. The title of Tess's capstone is The Influence of Diversity in Children's Literature. Tess is majoring in elementary education. Congratulations to Tess and all of the graduates from the Emma Eccles Jones College of Education and Human Services.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Katarzyna Bilicka, and I am the Departmental Honors Advisor in Econ and Finance, and I'm stepping in for Dr. James Cannon, who is unable to be here as our college representative on the Honors Faculty Advisory Board. I'm pleased to present this year's honors graduate from the John M. Huntsman School of Business. Let me start with my own home department, which is Department of Economics and Finance. So the first graduate from the Department of Economics and Finance is Rivka Hauptner, mentored by Idina Rivera-Dundons from the Department of English. Rivka was unable to join us today, but we're still pleased to celebrate an accomplishment of graduating with honors. The title of Rivka's capstone is Restorative Justice in Cache Valley, Building Community Resilience through Restorative Practices. Rivka is majoring in economics with concentration in economic theory. Congratulations to Rivka. All right, the next graduate from the Department of Economics and Finance is Ronan Spencer, mentored by me. So I'm going to do a little bit of dance here right now. I'll let Ronan stand here for a second. So the title of Ronan's capstone is What the 2002 Winter Games Leave in the Snow for 2034, an economic analysis. Ronan is double majoring in economics and political science. Congratulations, Ronan. All right. The graduate from the Department of Management is Ricardo Tiende Perez, mentored by Elsa Perez from the Department of World Languages and Cultures. The title of Ricardo's capstone is Self-Efficacy Through the Use of AI Video Simulations and Video Feedback, GoReact, for Medical Interpreting Training. Ricardo is majoring in management with concentration in healthcare management. Congratulations, Ricardo. Okay, the final graduate from the Huntsman School of Business is from the Department of Marketing and Strategy, and it's Murphy Flippins, mentored by Cassidy Creech. The title of Murphy's capstone is Disconnected in a Connected World, the effects of social media on student relationships. Murphy is majoring in marketing. Congratulations to Murphy. And just for the last time, congratulations to our graduates from the John M. Huntsman School of Business.
I'm Katie Kraus, and it is my pleasure to recognize this year's honors graduates from the Agriculture and Applied Sciences disciplines from the S.J. and Jesse E. Quinney College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, which includes the Department of Animal, Dairy, and Veterinary Sciences, the Department of Applied Sciences, Technology and Education, the Department of Aviation Technology, and the Department of Nutrition, Dietetics, and Food Sciences. The first graduate from the Department of Animal, Dairy, and Veterinary Sciences is Grace Moore, mentored by Carl Hups. The title of Grace's capstone is Understanding Vaccine Hesitancy in Veterinary Medicine, a review of clinical attitudes. Grace is majoring in veterinary science. Congratulations, Grace. The other graduate from the Department of Animal, Dairy, and Veterinary Sciences is Preston Papa, mentored by Susanna French from the Department of Biology. Dr. French was unable to be here today, so Daniel Emmanuel, also from the Department of Biology, will present Preston's medallion. The title of Preston's capstone is Influence of Induced Brumation and Social Environment on Health and Stress Indicators and Behavior in Captive Thamnosus elegans. Preston is majoring in veterinary science. Congratulations, Preston. The graduate from the Department of Applied Sciences, Technology, and Education is Emily Rolls, mentored by Stacy Bevan from the Department of Nutrition, Dietetics, and Food Sciences. The title of Emery's capstone is Nutrition Teaching Methods and Communities. Emory is majoring in Family and Consumer Science Education with a community-based concentration. Congratulations, Emory. The graduate from the Department of Aviation Technology is Sydney Steed, mentored by Perry Pee-wee Winder. The title of Sydney's capstone is Cleared for Takeoff. Sydney is double majoring in Aviation Management and Aviation Technology, professional pilot with a fixed wing concentration. Congratulations, Sydney. The graduate from the Department of Nutrition, Dietetics, and Food Sciences is Clarissa Richens, mentored by Carrie Durward. The title of Clarissa's capstone is Fostering Community Through Volunteerism, Harvest Extend. Clarissa is majoring in dietetics. Congratulations. Congratulations to all the graduates from the Agriculture and Applied Sciences disciplines of the S.J. and Jesse E. Quinney College of Agriculture and Natural Resources.
Okay. My name is Kari Veblen, and it is my pleasure to present the final group of 2025-2026 honors graduates. They are from the Natural Resources disciplines in the S.J. and Jesse E. Quinney College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, which includes the Department of Environment and Society, and my home department, the Department of Wildland Resources. So first, the graduate from the Department of Environment and Society is Avery Truman, mentored by Amber Karen from the Department of English. The title of Avery's capstone is Desert Deep, a series of creative essays. Avery is double majoring in environmental studies and geography with a concentration in human environment geography. Congratulations, Avery. The graduate from the Department of Wildland Resources is Kennedy Price, mentored by Dan McNulty. The title of Kennedy's capstone is Elk Group Size Dynamics and Wolf Predation Risk in Yellowstone. Kennedy is majoring in Wildlife Ecology and Management. Congratulations, Kennedy. And congratulations to all the graduates from the S.J. and Jesse E. Quinney College of Agriculture and Natural Resources.
Congratulations again to this year's honors graduates. Please join me in giving them one more generous round of applause. Let's be honest, we might applaud for them again today. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce Dr. Caitlin Casagrande, who graduated with honors from USU in 2017, and will now welcome this year's graduates to our expansive community of USU honors alumni across the country and around the world. Dr. Casagrande is currently an assistant professor of criminal justice at Utah State University on the Tooele campus. When she graduated in 2017 from the USU Honors Program, she earned a bachelor's degree in anthropology. Her capstone project was presented at a professional conference, and one of her honors mentoring agreements projects was a museum exhibit that is currently on display at USU's Museum of Anthropology. Dr. Casagrande went on to earn a master's degree and a PhD in criminal justice from Texas State University, where she got involved with academic publishing, partnered with law enforcement on a violence intervention program, and started teaching undergraduate courses. After joining USU this fall, Dr. Casagrande took on the role of Departmental Honors Advisor and recently recruited her first Tooele Honors student. Woo-hoo-hoo. So let's all welcome Dr. Caitlin Casagrande.
Thank you, Dr. Miller, for inviting me to speak. It is an honor to get to share my story and celebrate your incredible accomplishments with you all. 9 years ago, I graduated and I left Logan to pursue the next chapter of my life, grad school. I moved to Texas. I spent a year working at a call center getting rejections from graduate programs across the country. I kept pushing and I kept trying and was eventually accepted to a master's program in criminal justice at Texas State University. There would be many more struggles and times that felt like I failed along my journey, but I have learned a lot from those failures, and had I not taken risks and pushed myself to try new things, I would not be where I am today. In grad school, it became apparent to me that the experiences I had, times I challenged myself, and skills I learned as a USU honors student had prepared me well beyond a standard college education for the discipline, research, leadership, and public speaking necessary to succeed. Nearing the end of my time at Texas State, I began interviewing for academic jobs, and in June 2024, I moved to Grand Junction, Colorado to work as an assistant professor at Colorado Mesa University. While teaching 5 classes and adjusting to a new city, I somehow managed to finish and successfully defend my dissertation in November 2024. Throughout all this, I kept in touch with my mentors at USU, and in April 2025, I was invited to speak about my research on the mental health experience of incarcerated populations at the Museum of Anthropology, where I had presented my capstone 8 years earlier. This is also where I learned that through the continued contact with my mentors, I had caught the attention of the School of Social Sciences department head, and thus began my whirlwind journey to become an assistant professor with research funds at an R1 university less than 1 year after earning my PhD, which still feels crazy. So my first piece of advice to you all, keep in touch with your mentors, professors, and other individuals who have had a positive impact on you. I promise they want to know what you're up to and continue to support you. And you never know when or where or how that networking may pay off. During the last 9 years, I've been back to visit USU numerous times. I always make a point to visit the Museum of Anthropology and check in on the exhibit I curated as an HMA my senior year. When I joined the USU faculty in August, I took the opportunity to get involved with honors as a DHA. I attended the DHA orientation and introduced myself to Dr. Miller, who recognized my name immediately. There is something truly special about USU and USU honors. It's not every university that alumni, especially out-of-state alumni, want to come back and visit so often and where you'll find people that remember your name almost a decade after you graduate. USU Honors is a community, and it's that community that has always meant the most to me. One of my closest friends to this day is a fellow honors alum. I met my first day here as roommates in LLC Building C. Also, it's her birthday. Happy birthday. It is through the Honors Alumni Mentorship Program that I got the opportunity to spend this past year watching a future alumna grow and learn as she prepares to confidently enter the workforce and pursue her passion for social work. I was asked to talk to you all today about the lasting impact that honors has had on my life since graduating. To me, it's those experiences and lasting relationships I've built through the support of the honors community that has had the greatest impact and helped me get where I am today. Working my dream job at the best USU statewide campus with some of the best and most supportive people in academia. Yes, I'm biased. I am here also to welcome you all into the community as honors alumni, with the hope that you too find its support to have a lasting impact, and that you too take opportunities to continue to engage with honors and give back to our community. I would like to leave you with this final thought as you prepare to enter your next chapters. There is comfort in what's familiar. Discomfort is pressing through the unknown even though it's scary. So go out and get uncomfortable, because you're gonna end up in a way better place. And when you get there, you'll find that you have become someone you're proud of. So congratulations on graduating from Utah State University Honors Program. Celebrate, be proud of your accomplishment, and then go out and do something great. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Casagrande, and welcome graduates to this wonderful network of honors alumni. We hope to continue engaging with you for many years to come as you make your next steps on your personal and professional journeys. It is now my pleasure to present the 2026 Honors Capstone Showcase Poster Awards. Let's hang on a second here. Okay. The Honors Capstone Showcase has become an annual event as a special session of USU's Spring Student Research Symposium. It's a wonderful way to feature our graduates and show our current students the possibilities for an honors capstone project. These poster awards recognize some graduating students who presented their capstone work at this year's showcase. And nobody knows who won the awards, so that's fun. The Office of Research arranged for judging of each presenter's poster, and visitors were also invited to vote for a People's Choice Award. We are awarding prizes in two categories today: Best Poster, based on the judges' decisions, and the People's Choice Award, based on visitor votes. So winners will receive a certificate and a cash award. When I announce each winner's name, I ask that you please come up on stage to be recognized and to take an individual photo. So first, the winner of the Best Poster Award is Rivka Hobner. Rivka was not able to join us today, but we still want to recognize their outstanding work, and so congratulations to Rivka on the Best Poster. I know that the winner of the People's Choice Award is here. It is Michael Popa. Can you come up, please? Congratulations to these poster winners and to all the graduates who participated in this year's Honors Capstone Showcase. There were a lot of you there, and it was such a great event, so thank you for that. It is now my pleasure to present the 2026 Joyce Kincaid Outstanding Honors Capstone Awards, which are named for Dr. Joyce Kincaid, Professor Emeritus of English and longtime supporter of undergraduate research here at USU. These annual awards recognize graduating honor students who complete truly exceptional, ambitious, and original capstone projects that stand out in a field of excellent work. Winners are exemplary honor students in every way. The University Honors Program asks mentors to nominate students whose work meets these very high standards, and a committee selects winners from among the nominees. We received many nominations of impressive work this year, and honestly, every single one of these capstone projects is outstanding. I read them and they're just, they blow your mind. Even the slideshow, I think the titles probably blew your mind a bit. But the committee decided to honor 2 students this year, one in the area of humanities, arts, and social sciences, and the other area in the area of STEM, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Each of the winners will receive a commemorative plaque and a cash award. So I gotta go down here under the podium and get the plaques, just a second. They were hidden for a surprise. Okay, sorry for the delay. This year's winner from a discipline, and nobody knows this, so you're just gonna have to climb over whoever you're next to. From a discipline in the humanities, arts, or social sciences is Ella Stott. Ella is an English major with a concentration in creative writing, mentored by Dr. Jennifer Seiner. After we take a photo, Dr. Seiner will say a few words about Ella's work. So here you go, Ella. Go take a photo. You have to take your photo first. Dr. Seiner's going to say a few words. You have to just stand here and look at her. Yeah.
I didn't know what you were going to have to do. All right. It is hard to describe what it takes to write memoir, especially when that memoir excavates the traumatic and the painful and the messy. The effort required to turn your past into art cannot be scored or weighed, held, measured, or assessed. While writing is a social act, when you, as the writer, are sitting at the computer and naming the ways in which you missed and lost and loved and failed, you are singularly alone. Memoirists don't write about themselves because they are narcissists. They write about their lives because, as Cheryl Strayed tells us, such an exploration illuminates the human condition. We become better people when we must face ourselves on the page, and that hard look opens the door through which others then can pass. Ella is one of the most remarkable students that I have had the privilege to work with in more than 25 years of teaching. Her capstone is the first 150 pages of a memoir about how she faced the terrifying and then turned to art to find her way through. One cannot write the terrifying from the sidelines, off stage, in summary. The only way to face the terrifying in writing is to take the reader with you back to those scenes. Ella's strength and accomplishment can be described in many ways, for her list of accolades is long. The way I would name her strength are the invisible hours she gave to draft after draft after draft as she transformed her grief and sadness into wisdom and light. No one sat with her. She returned to a car from her childhood alone. It's bravery that rests under every line of her capstone. Someday what Ella has written from her capstone will be a book, of this I have no doubt. She heads to George Mason University in the fall to begin her MFA. I will rejoice with Ella when she publishes her memoir, and I will have had the privilege of knowing just what it took to put those words on the page. When a writer is writing well, the reader cannot see them at all. The work arrives whole and complete. Ella's words haunt, they punch, they refuse to let you go, and you never lift your head from the narrative. You only ask that you be allowed to remain. That is the gift Ella gives us, and our world is better for Ella's art.
Congratulations to you both. Whew, okay. This year's winner from a discipline in a science, technology, engineering, or mathematics field is Emily Westman. Emily is a mathematics major mentored by Dr. Andreas Malmendier. After we take a photo, Dr. Malmendier will say a few words about Emily's work.
All right. Ready to do some math? Okay. It's a real privilege to say a few words about Emily, though I have to admit it was a real challenge to mentor her because she made my job so incredibly easy. At some point, I transitioned from being the advisor to being the person who was just watching her do incredibly difficult problems, and then occasionally I would just nod approvingly. Emily is one of the most exceptional undergraduate students that I've had the pleasure of working with, teaching, mentoring. And over the past 2 years, she has completed an incredible array of advanced graduate work in mathematics here at USU. Courses like topology, differential geometry, analysis, abstract algebra. In other words, she completed the kind of coursework, technical coursework, that would most of us question our life choices. And then when it came to the honors thesis, I think doing just ordinary undergrad research was simply not ambitious enough for her. So she decided to study what are called SU2 instantons on Riemann surfaces, product Riemann surfaces. And for the mathematicians among you, it's a difficult subject at the intersection of analysis, geometry, and mathematical physics. And for the non-mathematicians among you, well, it's difficult, right? All right. What impressed me most about Emily was not her technical ability, even though that's great. What impressed me most was her intellectual curiosity and independence. Often when we would meet, she had pushed some kind of mathematical argument much further than I would have ever expected. She would have found issues in mathematical constructions and proofs. In other words, she was right from the start behaving more like a graduate student than a second, third year undergraduate student. And I think that spirit reflects really what makes USU's honors program so valuable. Christine at the beginning made us already say out loud the motto of the USU honors program, Dare to Know. But I think honors creates the kind of environment where curiosity is rewarded, where risks are being taken, and where students pursue and are empowered to pursue goals that are very ambitious. And I think Emily really embodies those values perfectly. She's curious and remarkably disciplined in her work, and genuinely excited about learning, which is really exciting. And I'm very happy to say that she'll continue her mathematics journey. She is starting as a PhD student in the prestigious graduate program at the University of Connecticut this fall, and I'm sure she'll prove many, many more theorems that, well, will remind most of us why we chose less intimidating hobbies. Emily, congratulations to this incredibly well-deserved honor and recognition. We are all so terribly proud of you. And we are really fortunate to count you among the USU honors graduates. Congratulations.
Congratulations to you both. The work of the University Honors Program would not be possible without the incredible support of the many faculty, friends, alumni, and staff who engage with our students. You will find the names of some of these people listed in your program, but please understand that the actual number of individuals who support honor students goes well beyond that list. I want to extend special thanks to each one of the faculty members joining us here today or virtually. Your modeling of academic excellence and commitment to mentoring these outstanding students to take the honors programs Dare to Know while they are in college and for the rest of their lives is immeasurably high impact for them. Thank you for your immensely important work. Each year, the University Honors Program gives the Friend of Honors Award to an individual who has not only helped students in these ways over the course of their career, but who has also supported honors in ways that may or may not be so publicly visible. I am so pleased to announce this year's 2 winners, for the first time in my knowledge, of the Friend of Honors Award, who have been supporting the program and our students for 40 years. Dr. Joseph G. Morse and Dr. Karen W. Morse. Let's give them a round of applause. Although the Morses live in San Diego and could not join us today in person, we sent them the award. Oh, can you put it back up, please? I want the award picture up, please. I'm just going to wait and sulk a little bit until, okay. We sent them the award and received this photo of them with it, so it was not going to be a very good comment without that photo. I believe they are watching on our live stream, possibly with some other people in their community, and they've asked me to share a little history with you and then to read some acceptance remarks on their behalf. So first, the history. Joe directed the USU Honors Program for 7 years, from 1986 to 1993, and he was instrumental in developing many key parts of the program during that time, including the capstone projects that you graduates have just completed. Honors education was the love of his professional life, and he was completely dedicated to its purpose and students. Karen served as USU provost during this period, and the Morses moved to Western Washington University in Bellingham, Washington, when Karen was appointed president of that university. They continued to support the USU Honors Program after leaving Logan, even though they were no longer formally tied by appointment to either the program or Utah State University. They established an endowed Morse Scholarship for outstanding students. Some of you have probably received that scholarship because they believe in the value of honors education and want to build their legacy of support for USU honors students into the future. And now I'll read their acceptance remarks in their own words. So I'm going to start with quote, and then it's all their words until I say end quote. So, okay, quote. This is in the Morse's voice. We are humbled and so very pleased to be chosen as Friends of Honors. We both appreciate and feel honored to be so recognized. The Honors Program carries with it a tradition of commitment, intellectual achievement, and extraordinary purpose. While we both believe the program gives students the opportunity to develop and transmit knowledge, it is Joe's leadership for years as Director of Honors that deserves recognition, as he effectively built a remarkable program that nurtured curiosity, developed intellect, explored new vistas, and shared newly acquired concepts, all with the goal of expanding the mind and talent of each individual student. Joe believes that the University Honors Program continues to give students the opportunity to develop key skills for successful careers and lives. This belief drove his efforts to lay a strong foundation of honors education at USU and to establish a program that has continued to grow and benefit so many students over the years. Strong leadership up to the present has built an even stronger and more effective program that will serve USU students far into the future. We will continue to support the program in as many ways as we can, including providing resources for its many efforts. We hope that by example, we can inspire others to show their interest and support in ways that they feel effectively not only help the program, but also reflect a gratitude that is singular and exemplary. We thank these supporters in advance and look forward to their continued support through the years. End quote. Congratulations to Dr. Joseph G. Morse and Dr. Karen W. Morse, our 2026 Friends of Honors. Thank you, Joe and Karen, for your ongoing support of the University Honors Program. In In this spirit of celebrating both honors students and faculty, it has become a tradition to close our annual Honors Medallion ceremony with the announcement of our Honors Outstanding Professor of the Year, who will deliver the 2026 Honors Last Lecture, our signature event in the fall. The Honors Last Lecture is a long-standing tradition extending back over 50 years. Each year, honors students nominate faculty who have made an impact on their education, and a committee of honors students interviews each professor in this impressive pool, selecting one as the Honors Outstanding Professor of the Year. So it's great, completely student-run award, which is really, means a lot to faculty, I think. So I'm pleased to announce the student committee's choice for 2026 Honors Outstanding Professor, Dr. Benjamin Berger. Ben, can you stand? You're here. I thought he was going to be here, but maybe he's not here. Dr. Berger is from the Department of Geosciences in the S.J. and Jesse E. Quinney College of Agriculture and Natural Resources on the Uinta Basin Vernal campus, and is the first statewide faculty member to win this award, so that's really amazing. He will deliver the 51st Annual Honors Last Lecture in fall 2026, and we hope some of you can join us for that special event. Congratulations, Dr. Berger. Thank you all for being here to celebrate our 2025-2026 Utah State University Honors graduates and to applaud the outstanding teaching and mentoring of the faculty who have helped them throughout their time at USU. Special thanks to Dr. Caitlin Casagrande for her reminder that all of you graduates are now joining the worldwide network of Honors Aggie alumni. Welcome to that group. We now invite everyone to join us in the rooms across the hall for a celebration of our graduates with some food and refreshments and the end of the academic year. Before the graduates head out to the reception, though, I would like to ask all of them to come back on stage for a group photo. You'll be able to access this and every photo from today's ceremony in the next day or so on USU's 2026 Commencement Photo Gallery. I thought we were going to have QR codes for that on the side. I don't see them. Oh, there they are. So you can use that, or wherever you're getting your commencement photos, they're in that same place. Thank you all for being here today, and congratulations again to our graduates. All you come up on stage, please.